This is my home studio as you see it. Welcome back to the channel. Be sure to smash that like button if you've been enjoying these daily videos that I've been putting out for the last month. Today's video is all about problem solving. If you guys are an OG viewer of my channel, then you guys remember that I used to always complain about having to break down my CDJs when I had a gig and then having to put them in my car, bringing them back in the middle of the night. It really did suck. So eventually I went out and invested in a second DJ system, and as a purist DJ lover of the culture, you know I had to go with the turntables. So I've actually had these for about a year and a half, I want to say. I bought these quite a long time ago as a birthday present to myself. Big shout out to the guys at Canal Sound and Light. I usually always pick up my gear from those guys over there in New York City, and this has been my home setup. But the issue that I've had for the longest time is the actual table that this sits on. Let me bring you guys in a little closer and show you guys what we got going on. This is my home studio as you see it. So right here I have my DJing computer, obviously running Serato DJ Pro. On the bottom here we have my DJM-S9 Pioneer mixer. This is probably my favorite mixer next to the DJM-900. I love the way you trigger effects on this. Whoever came up with this idea, that man deserves a prize. This is such a great way to trigger your effects. I love getting down on this mixer. On the right hand side I have my turntables, and you know I spared no expense when it came to the needles. As many of you guys know, the short needles are now discontinued, but I went with the next best thing. These are $180 needles, so close to 200 bucks. 200 bucks right there and another 200 bucks right here. So these are my needles that I use. These are the Ortophone Club Diamonds, and they've been great. I haven't fucked them up yet. I'm not a great scratcher, so they're great in my book. These are the 1000s, the Pioneer 1000s. I wanted to get the Techniques. If you guys remember, I did a video kind of making fun of the new Techniques, and that's what I really wanted. I really wanted the new Techniques, but they were just crazy expensive, and for something that I was just going to keep at my house, not only to just fuck around with, but also as a decoration piece, it was just too expensive. But I'm also a big fan of uniformity, and I wanted to have everything stock. So I have the Pioneer mixer, the Pioneer turntables, everything is all Pioneer. It's all stock. Even the headphones are stock. These are the X7s by Pioneer. Over here we have the Krk Rokit 5 monitors. I've had these for I don't know how long, like 6-7 years. These are great little studio monitors to keep at your house, and then they're on these studio stands. I don't know what they are. I think they're on stage stands. I'll link them down below if you guys want to check out those stands. I have been tempted to sell these and get the Rokit 6s just because this extra space here kind of bothers me, so I want to get some bigger ones. The problem is I don't really use this very much, but ever since I started DJing, my goal was to always have a piece of equipment that I love to mess around with at my house, and it doesn't get any better than this. Whenever you're at home and you just want to mess around with your music, try out new mixes, work on routines and stuff like that, it doesn't get much better than this setup right here. I still do have my CDJ, so I have the trifecta, I have the controller, I have the turntables, and I have CDJs, so I have everything. I have a full DJ playground. My plan is to refurbish the CDJs and get some sort of stand so that the CDJs live on top of the turntable, so I'll have a CDJ here and a CDJ here. I have seen a stand by Odyssey that's basically a laptop and a CDJ stand, but it's very pricey, so I haven't pulled the trigger on that yet. But at the start of this video, I said we were problem solving today, and the problem we're solving today is DJ furniture. I don't know why, but there's no companies that make nice pieces of furniture for the house. As you guys can see, this is tacky, this is ghetto. I am not a fan of this table. This table is actually a nice table, but it's not great for turntables and a mixer. It's way too low. I'm only 4'10", and this is still not high enough. So I went out and made these blocks over here of wood to raise it, and then I got another piece of wood from another table, and I put the turntables on top of that. And it's been like this for years. Even when I had my CDJs, this is the same way I would do it. These turntables are way heavier than CDJs. These turntables are freaking heavy. It's really hard to lift, and so it's bent this piece of wood. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's bent the wood, and it kind of messes with my needles, and that's a problem that I've been been meaning to fix for the last 3 years, but I keep putting it off, but today, we finally fixed that. So today we are going to get rid of this table because I've invested in one of those cool YouTuber desks that everybody loves. If you guys watch any of the tech YouTubers, they all talk about their stand-up desk. So I finally pulled the trigger on this relatively expensive table. It was about, I think, $250 to $300 for that table. And now we're going to be assembling that and putting it over here. And cool thing is, because it is a rising table, I'll be able to adjust the height of the table so that I no longer have these cinder block issues. So today we're gonna assemble this box and give our turntables a new home. So with a project such as this, we cannot neglect the instruction manual. You got to pay close attention to this. And cool thing is that the tool comes in hand. It's an Allen wrench, and you got a bunch of screws. If you've ever put any IKEA furniture together, it's pretty much just like that. Hopefully it's not too difficult. It doesn't take me too long. I was reading the reviews online. Most people say they average about 30 minutes. So let's give it a shot, see if we can beat that. So I just finished building the table. It really did take about, I would say 30 minutes, 35 minutes is about right. Let's give this baby a test drive. Here we go. All right, let's push and up. Whoa, 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 whoa. That's not good. Oh yeah, that's so dope. I hope it can withstand my turntables because turntables are heavy. Oh, this is more than high enough than what I need. Oh wow, that's really high. That's really, really high. Oh my god. Wow. Alright, so this is its max height. And I'm actually pretty short, and max height, look at how high this is. It's almost as high as my laptop. That is awesome. I actually don't need it to go that high. Because I have the table in the back, I can kind of figure out where I want it. I did always want it a little bit taller, but now I can kind of guesstimate based on the turntables there in the back. So before purchasing this table, I did measure to make sure that this was going to be long enough to hold the turntables, and it's actually the same width as that table back there. All right, so it looks like for me about 90 is where I want it. And I'm gonna go ahead and press memory and 1. If you guys can see side-by-side comparison, they are the exact same length, but this one is a lot more expensive and a lot cooler because it does go up and down. All right, so now's the fun part. Let's transfer the turntables onto this table. Transferred everything over to the new table. This is the old table right here. As you guys can see, it was a little bit dusty underneath the turntables. They've been there for so long. Unfortunately, the table did come in faulty. So when I was filming that time lapse, you guys saw me stop and I went to check underneath because something clicked out, and it was the pole. So I did have to file a claim with the company to get a new table, and they pretty much said, oh, we're gonna send you a new one, just send this one back. That's a bit of a bummer. Unfortunately, I can't do the up and down thing because only one side is doing it correctly. The other side is acting a little bit funky. In the next follow-up video that I do on this, we're gonna fix the table, we're gonna add some LEDs, and we're gonna add the CDJs on top of the turntables. So be on the lookout for that. Aside from that, that's it for the brand new table. Thank you for joining me in today's video. Please like this video if you like this, subscribe if you're new around here, and if you really want to help me out, don't forget to turn on that bell so that you can be notified when we finish our turntable desk home studio setup. Man, that's a mouthful. Signing off, DJ Barr. Peace.